Hey friends, Houston Shelton. Thought I'd take a look in the horizontal hive. My camera is kind of screwed up here. I'm sorry about that. My stand won't let me aim it down. Sorry, make you dizzy. So I'm going to try to do this. I don't know if I can, but I want to give you a peek in here. See what I'm seeing. Now, last time I was in here, I tried to film everything, and I had beetles in here, and I was going to try to show you guys what happens if you leave your peppermint out. But for whatever reason, YouTube's been acting funny for me lately. It wouldn't let me upload it. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to have a look in here and see what's going on. I don't know how well this is showing any of this. I got bees in the corners and up in here, and so I'm gonna try to figure out what's happening. I'm almost certain I'm gonna see some beetles in here. Yep. There's one. That's how it was last time. Sorry, I guess I could aim. And just as I thought, a lot of the frames are still not getting drawn out back in there. So we'll try to do this and see what happens. Bear with me. Maybe it'll make it to YouTube. I don't know. I see a lot of guys have been putting out some really good content lately, so fortunately I'm not usually one of them. But we'll have a look, see what happens, and just see. I'm definitely going to add some peppermint in here. I got that glued down well. I like the feed sacks. I'm sorry, I was looking for the queen, so I can show you guys what I'm seeing. I got an inner cover in here, and one thing I've been liking about this horizontal is where I've been using the inner cover and all the bees, you know, it's got bees on both sides. I don't have to be so particular looking for the queen on it, because I can just kind of set it down here in the end of the hive. Well, that's right now, but now, as expected, they're not drawing out many of these frames. I did have some that were kind of together. They're on them. You know, you can see they're gluing stuff and, you know, getting a little dry on it. There's another damn beetle. Hopefully I'll get some of this situated, get some peppermint back in here, and I need to get some feed out. I've been so covered up on other projects that that I've neglected my yard. Right in the back. Ouch. That's my fault there. Whew. Oh, and that smarts. Get out of there. One of those spots you can't get the stinger out. Man, you know, my back's kind of been bothering me a little bit anyways. So that was a good spot to get stung in. It just didn't feel pleasant. As it never feels pleasant to get stung. Of course, you guys know that. Let me set you there. they are drawing some comb, but they had some really fat combs drawed out in here, and they're continuing to do that, and I've really got a mess. Let's see, there's some white comb there, doing pretty good with some stuff. One thing about putting wire in here, if you guys can see that, there's no comb on this side of it. Camera probably is not going to pick that up well, but they build it essentially across the wire. Now normally that don't happen, and I'm going to show you why that's happening here in just a second. Looks like they're building quite a bit of drone comb in that. Let me just tear that out and let them start over with it. Let me show you why they're doing that. I don't want to take too long here. I want to remind everybody too, our next Hillbilly Hives Live is going to be on Earl's channel. Now, Earl might like this frame, but I think it sucks. Ooh, she is heavy. My buddy says, some wonky comb there. Check that fat mama out. Camera's not really doing it justice, but it's, let's see, make sure my queen ain't on here. Believe it or not, my back's already feeling better. There's wire in this. I don't know if I can turn it down and give you guys an idea of how much that's built up. Roughly about an inch, maybe more. See how far that is from that sidebar. Yeah, the camera's just not doing that justice. But that's why they drew that one frame out real weird. This side's fairly within, you know, kind of like, you know, where it's supposed to be. The other side, it goes round, and then it's flat down here where it's supposed to be. So that's how far they've got it built out from where it's supposed to be. And that's not really even showing it either. But maybe you can kind of see there. That, to me, that sucks. And it's all honey, except for just a little dab of brood right in there. So I don't know what I'll do with that frame yet. I may cut that out of there. It needs cut out of there. 8 minutes. Boy, this video's already gone long. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a peek in here. Remind everybody of our live show coming up, really. I don't know. If the video don't cut off, I might just let it roll. Little patch of brood there. Honey in there. It's a pretty heavy frame. It's about 50-50 brood and honey. It's a split. Right through there. That's brood all through there. So, I'm pretty pleased with the way the horizontal hive's doing. I'm actually seeing less beetles now than the last time I was in here, because last time, man, they were just covering up, and I was explaining the benefits of having a feed sack in here, where the bees will actually propolize in between the frames. And I meant to take that top cover out of there, but I didn't. And but that's what it's looking like, man. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with the horizontal, the way everything's coming out on it. That was a mishap I did, and you guys can see. Some people say they only build drone comb on medium if you stick them in a hive, but I don't know if you can see that. Not drone comb, and it's right on the bottom of the medium. You guys can see how it's built on there, and it's pretty rigid, pretty stout. There's brood on both sides of it, so I'm pleased with that. Now I got all the entrances blocked off on this hive but two, so I got several empties in here that they haven't drawn out yet, but they've done quite a bit really. This was the slower hive that I had, you know, that just didn't want to do what it was supposed to. Now, as you can see, that one has a little bit of wonky on the top there, but it's not as bad as that one. I don't know if you can see that on there or not. I suck at holding this camera or frame with line with the camera, but it's, I don't know. Anyways, some brood in there. A little patch of brood. I don't know if that'll show up on there or not. Don't see the queen. She could have been there though. Just kind of taking a quick glance, but this hive's fixing to blow up, looks like. That's a good timing for it. So, fingers crossed, everything goes well. Come on, move. It's packed full of bees. We'll say that. So now I kind of starting to see the rave on the uses of the horizontal. Even though I'm not running mine like most guys do, you know, with the split cover boards and all that. Mama. Starting to itch now. That was quite a bit lighter than the other frames. Nothing in it. So you guys, still got plenty of coverage though on them. I mean, next frame's one of those other wonky looking frames. I think I had about 3 in here that they drew out the honey line real thick, and I'll show you guys if the camera will pick it up. A lot of you guys probably know. Make sure I ain't got a queen on here. That the feed sacks, if you use them, that's in between the frames. So they'll glue them up pretty good. You can see in between the frames, and they'll corral the beetles up in here. And then as you peel it back, you can go a frame at a time, and then when you see a bunch of beetles, just smash hell out of them. But I like them. I picked it up from Mike Palmer. But one reason I liked them so well was because they were so cheap. You know, I'm already buying feed for rabbits and chickens, animals, and so this is another one of those that's kind of wonky. Maybe you can see a little better on the wonkiness of it. I don't know. Flip it over. It's a solid frame of brood right there. If you guys can see that or not. Both sides. See that? But what I was going to try to show you was the wonkiness of it. You can't really cut the honey band off right now. There's no wire in that, just a couple of bobby pins. Have to be careful with this frame. That's another trick for you guys. If you want to go without wire or without anything, you can just stick bobby pins in those holes, and you can see how the bees do the bobby pins there. If they ain't got it too close, there's bobby pins off up through there, and they'll connect them. And they didn't do so good on that end, but it makes a pretty rigid frame. You see, I kind of rolled this frame around quite a bit, and that's a heavy frame. No support in the middle, but maybe I can show you on this one frame here this way, if I can get the camera to aim right on it. If you can see how much, I mean, they drew it out almost what a frame would be setting in that, you know, not quite, but you know, so they drew it way over in on each side. So that comb, you know, it's almost as thick as 2 frames. You can see how much it's drawn out there. And then when that happens, they can't draw out the frame that is next to it is good, because I'll show you here. This one, they may not have done much on it. Might be why they keep adding to it. Yeah, they've not. Anyways, they will fill in, come from the other frame into the frame I'm holding up here, and then that's just a foundation they're on, but they're not doing anything. And the one that's right next to it, they're doing the same thing, starting to draw it out right in there. It's kind of a mess, this hive is right now, but I've just kind of set it and forget it on it. So 16 minutes, I may run it up to 20. Doubt anybody will watch it that long, or anybody's probably watched it this long. Really? The hell? They're a little pissy today. They're roaring pretty good too now. I can hear them down in there. Feed frame. A few beetles on that one. See them in there. The camera will pick them up right in the center of the frame. A few beetles. And on the top of the frame, I see. That's from me not getting the peppermints in them as regular as I should, because I've really had good success with the peppermints. I've seen less beetles the whole time using the peppermint. Now, I'm sure results will vary, but I've had pretty good luck with them. I guess everybody's yard's in a different location. You know, beekeeping's local, so aim it at the beetles. A lot of beetles there. We had them all corralled right there. And that's at the end of the hive. So they're not over there where all the bees are. They're right here at the end. I knew I'd find some if I kept digging. So they were hanging out with the feed right on the edge of the hive. So I got 4 frames here right at the end of it that are not being touched, not drawn out. So that's what's going on with me. Damn beetles in here now to deal with. But I'm sure everybody's fighting them right now. Seems like whatever we do, we always got beetles. If you can see them here. I'm trying to help you. Alright guys, hopefully you guys ain't seeing a shit ton of beetles like this. I am in my long hive. And you see I didn't see any up to this point. They were all right in this one location. So I'm going to go over away from the hive, probably shake this out and mash hell out of some beetles, looks like. It's way more than I wanted to see in here. those 20 minutes, so try to be true to my word. And everybody have a great day. If you watched this far, thanks for watching. And don't forget, Hillbilly Hives Live on Earl's channel, Thursday, 8 o'clock. Thanks. Good health. God bless. Oh, it's Earl's channel's Hillbilly Beekeeping. Glad it didn't cut off. Thanks.